Journaling is something that I have seen as something between therapeutic and a time capsule. You can vent, you can dream, you can reflect, or even just doodling. But on TikTok, journaling has transformed into a competitive sport of aesthetics. Every page is perfectly color coded. Every title is written in flawless photography. A themed spreads for everything from monthly goals to grocery lists, all designed to perform. And here's where it gets dangerous. You start to feel like you can't journal unless it looks like this, unless you have $80 worth of washi tape and the Muji pen. It's not just about your thoughts anymore. It's about the vibes. Naturally, brands caught on, and for some reason, everyone is launching a guided journal or selling aesthetic stationery. Self-care is now something that you buy, and journaling stopped being therapeutic. It became profitable. Creators make money off planner hauls, Amazon stationery must-haves, and affiliate links. And hey, I respect the hustle, but let's be honest. A lot of people are journaling for the camera, not for their mental health. Scrapbooking used to be a charmingly dorky thing to do. You would have receipts from your first date stuck in your scrapbooks. You would have pictures of yourself and add glitter. You would have cut out from magazines and just create memories and time capsules of things or moments that you would love to remember, places that you went that you would love to remember. And it was all done for fun. Now it's Scrapbook with Me videos featuring $300 worth of imported stickers. Nothing personal, just trends, just vibes, just something to keep the algorithm happy. But the thing is, the TikTok algorithm pushes out things that are polished, things that are visually appealing, and things that are performative, because to be honest, that's what a lot of people want to see on TikTok. They want to see something that is out of this world, something that will make them go, ah. They don't want to see anything basic. They could do that. So instead, it's become a cycle of people wanting to see that type of content and people creating content that is, to be honest, just content for the sake of content. I think that looks beautiful. It looks amazing. But I think it's very important for us to understand that this isn't journaling. This is just probably a form of art. And I think it should be recognized as that and not journaling, because this description says ASMR journal mini cherry blossom landscape. That isn't journaling. I don't know what you mean by that, but that's not journaling. That is just art. Just say it's art. It's like creating scenes and all of these things. Like, it's a form of art. Don't say it's journaling. Journaling is a completely different thing. Again, this looks gorgeous. It looks beautiful. But this isn't journaling. It's not journaling. And it's not a hobby. At this point, this is a full-time job because the amount of supplies that this girl removed, that she brought up here, the stickers, the those word stuff and like the stamps and stuff like that. I'm like, girl, where do you even find that? Where do you even get that? That's a full-time job at this point. The aesthetics, everything. This is a whole production set. Okay, it's not a hobby. So I think I think I saw a comment that said journaling is the overconsumption final boss. Traditional journaling is supposed to be handcrafted and made with things you collect from your everyday life. What you made is beautiful though. That's my point exactly. Like journaling and scrapbooking is about your life experience and the things that you're going through. This is just a form of art. It's not journaling. Again, gorgeous, but still not journaling. It's still not journaling. ASMR journaling? No, it's not. I'm not buying it. I am someone who just got into like journaling like 2 years ago, and I pretty much just write in my journal. So this is my journal, 2025 journal, and it's pretty basic, to be honest, and just expressing myself. Like that's the best. That's my handwriting, you know. That's pretty much it. Nothing special. I even just draw myself a little bit of a heart, you know, at the bottom over there. That's it. That's it I'm doing. So I don't think there's anything wrong with like filming your hobbies or like sharing your hobbies, but I think it's really important for us to understand what things are and not misrepresent them or mislead other people into thinking it's one thing when it's another thing. That is not journaling. That is not scrapbooking. That is a form of art. I don't know what form of art this is, but scrapbooking to me is, you know, when you hear scrap is basically stuff that is thrown away or that has lost its use, you know, in a way. You know, when you think of a scrapyard or like scrap metal, it's like metal that has been used up and has pretty much been dumped or thrown away. Those are the things that you put in your scrapbook. You know, you go on a date, you put that in a scrapbook. You go and buy ice cream, you really like the ice cream packet or whatever it was. You get the sticker or the label of that ice cream container, then you stick it in your scrapbook because you really enjoyed it. You know, it's about the little things and the little experiences that you have in your life. That's what scrapbooking is about. That's what journaling is about. It's about your experiences in your life and reminding yourself when you take that journal and you look back or you read it, you think it takes you back that moment or that situation that you were in. You know, it could bring you joy. It could even make you cry and all of these things. So I think we just have to be really careful, especially with like the things that the algorithm is feeding us. Just take it with a grain of salt. If you love ASMR, just watch ASMR for the sake of it, but don't buy the things that they're encouraging you to buy. Like, don't buy. Think really hard about the things that you're spending your money on. Are they worth it? You know, because majority of the things that, you know, influencers or the internet may encourage us to buy, we don't really need them. To be honest, they won't improve our lives in any way. But I think it's really important to get started with where you are and the things that you already have. So, yeah, I would love to know what you guys think about this whole situation of TikTok destroying hobbies. Is there a hobby that you think that TikTok has really taken out of control? I know book talk is one thing, the reading people, they're a bit extreme as well. I didn't add them in this video because I really wanted to focus on scrapbooking, because these are the videos that I really got fed and I was like, what is going on here, So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.